Namah Shivaya. Yoga, Yog, both the words have come from Sanskrit word yuj, which means the union of our body, of our mind and our soul. In the recent years, there has been a tremendous surge in the popularity of yoga. I don't think so there's anyone who's not aware of this science, the science of yoga. But what is yoga? Let's try and understand the yoga. Yoga is not just the physical asanas. Yoga is much beyond the asanas. Yoga is not what you do on the mat. Yes, what you do on the mat is also yoga, but the real yoga is off the mat. The essence of this word yoga, which is, as I said, union, it's the union of your body, mind and soul. The ancient Indian sages founded the practice of yoga for elevating our human body to the next level of consciousness, so that our Atma, which is our individual self, can unite with Paramatma, which is the divine. That was the real reason for founding the practice of yoga. But with time, and especially in these modern times, somewhere yoga has been reduced to just physical asanas. Before I embarked on this journey of yoga and learning the asanas, I spent considerable time in learning the preceding steps of this journey. Yoga actually starts with your moral, ethical principles, which is Patanjali's eightfold limbs, which starts with Yam and Niyam. Yam and Niyam are nothing but the moral codes of conduct. Because as I said, that the practice of yoga, the real purpose is to help the human soul to unite with the divine, with the God. So in order to do that, you have to go through a tremendous process of purification. You can't just connect with the divine with all the impurities which you have been carrying forward since your many lifetimes. It is said that after many lifetimes, one embarks on this journey of yoga. So this practice of purification, through asanas you purify your body, through pranayama, by bringing your awareness to your breath, you purify your nadis. Then you do dhyan with concentration, that single-minded focus on the God. That is yoga, that is your journey. In the recent times, especially under the influence of Western culture, we have reduced the practice of yoga just to asanas. In Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna in the chapter 2 talks about yoga and he says, Yog karmasya kaushalam. What does that mean? In this, Sri Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna that through the practice of yoga, one can purify his actions, which is your karma. Now one can purify their karmas. So when I say that the real yoga is off the mat, which means that once you are off the mat, how are you behaving as a human being? So when I look back at my own journey of yoga and I introspect and I reflect, am I the same person what I was before I embarked on this beautiful journey? Because what has happened is, it has expanded my consciousness. It has increased my awareness, my thoughts, my mind. Every time my awareness keeps on increasing. So the real yoga is, if that your practice of yoga, whether you are a full yogi or you are only focusing on the asanas, but keep asking yourself one question, that is my practice refining my thoughts? Is my practice purifying my soul? Is my mind becoming calmer? Am I becoming calmer? Before my yogic journey, see, every human being has flaws. Even I have my flaws. I used to get stressed very easily. I had this short-temperedness also. But with practice of yoga, my mind becoming calmer and calmer. Instead of reacting, I started responding. Now, when you see these changes coming in, you are on a path of yoga. To all those yoga aspirants, my advice to you is that while you focus on your practice on the mat, but your prime focus should be how this practice is refining you as a human being. How is it shaping your relationships with other human beings? How is it elevating your soul? And remember one thing, whether you accept this or you don't accept this, whether you are a believer, whether you are a seeker, or you are just doing yoga for physical fitness. But the real purpose of yoga is the journey to the divine. Even if you are in a denial, then also your soul will ultimately embark on this journey, this beautiful journey to the divine. Om Namah Shivaya.